Hello everybody. Today we are going to study about time and tense part 2. By the way, we have studied part 1 and today we are going to study the part 2. So let's start. By the way, you know tense well, but here you are to understand the time, that we should use the tense according to the time, only then it will be correct. So today in our syllabus, the first one is past tense. Here the simple past. So the basic structure of past tense I have mentioned right hand side here, subject, verb, object and other things you know well by the way, but still I have written here for your revision. So the first thing is the simple past is used when a definite time is intended, as I lost my pen yesterday. Here yesterday a definite time has been given, that's why we have used past indefinite tense or simple past tense. A common mistake is to use the past continuous tense for repeated or habitual actions in the past. In such situations we must use the simple past tense. Last year we went to the cinema every Sunday. Here every is showing continuous. She frequently borrowed books from the library. Frequently, every means such words if you find, then definitely these are the words which shows here the action or habitual actions. Repeated or habitual actions in the past can also be expressed by used to, indefinite. So what is used to plus infinitive? Infinitive you have read in your previous classes. You are to understand these things, that to plus verb, first form or present form of the verb is called infinitive form of the verb. We used to write a composition every week. He used to play football when he was at school. So here you can say that is use of used to or used to plus infinitive, that is also used in past tense. Second thing, here we are to study the past continuous tense. By the way, what is the structure of past continuous tense I have written in the right. So you can see the past continuous tense is used to indicate an action going on when another one took place. Here that is a conjunction I have mentioned here. So let's see, he was reading a newspaper when I entered the room. Two things are happening at the same time. I was listening to the radio when the phone rang. So you can understand an action going on when another one took place. The second activity could be replaced by a point in time, like I was listening to the radio at 8 o'clock. If a definite time is given, that can be used in past continuous tense to emphasize that two actions were taking place at the same time. Mohan was reading while Ankita was writing. The students in the next class were making a noise while we were reading. Means you can understand to emphasize that two actions were taking place at the same time. We use while conjunctions here. And to emphasize that an activity was continuous over a certain period, often with an expression like all day, all the morning, whole of yesterday afternoon, and so on. Examples are I was working hard all last week. Means if you see such words, all last week, whole of yesterday afternoon, all day, all the morning, all the evening, all the night, then you can use past continuous tense. I was working hard all last week. The gardener was cutting grass whole of yesterday afternoon. And next one is to show disapproval using a word like always. Means always word will be used with past continuous tense. They were always asking for favors, like he was always disturbing me at home. Okay, so these are the conditions with this tense you should understand. And now we should solve the assignment exercises here. So let's see. First one, he was reading a newspaper when I saw him. You can see that past continuous tense, after that past indefinite, because one thing was running and after that second event or second incident took place. Second one is when he first met her, she was working as a typist. That is also of same category. While he was digging in the garden, he found an old coin. Means one event was running and after that second took place. She was living with her parents when the war broke out. Same condition, she was living. My sister was cooking the meal for our guests all afternoon. Just before some time we saw that such words are used in past continuous tense. What were you doing yesterday in the morning? I was playing table tennis. That is incident of yesterday or means a definite time. The night watchman was sleeping when I passed by your house. While I was learning French, I often made tense errors. So at that time used to make errors. The teacher came into the library to see what we were doing. Means first incident took place and after that second. I spent a lot of money on books yesterday. That is a definite time, that's why we have used here past indefinite tense. Next one is the past perfect tense. So we have studied past indefinite tense, past continuous tense. Now we are learning past perfect tense. The structure is the subject, head, verb, third object. You know well. This tense is best understood if it is called the before tense. Means we should use this tense when we wish to indicate that an event happened before another event in the past. We use the past perfect tense like the past continuous tense. This tense is used far too often by some students. Means these things are written here, you can read, there is no problem, but what you are to understand is that we use past perfect tense, then any conjunction, after that past indefinite or simple past will be used. Okay, in a box I have written the structure of it. Like the lesson had begun when we arrived. When is conjunction here, that is a subordinate conjunction. In this sentence the past perfect tense is necessary to make it clear that the order of event was the beginning of the lesson and second one our arrival. By the way, you should understand this structure: subject, head, verb, third, object, conjunction plus subject plus verb to plus object. With the help of this structure you will understand better. The past perfect tense is used with the point of time in the past to show that the event occurred before that point. Means you should think of time, that is why 2 o'clock. He had read most of the novel. Here time is pointing. In 1968 he had been employed as a clerk for 10 years. Had been employed means had plus verb, third form. 4 things we are learning here: the past perfect continuous tense. So we have read here all past continuous tense, past tense like past indefinite or simple, past continuous, past perfect, now past perfect continuous tense. The structure you know well, I have written right on the screen. This is comparatively an unimportant tense. They are saying that that is unimportant, but it is also used. Like we had been waiting for half an hour when the other team arrived. He had been working for that company for 10 years when he was promoted. So you can see when conjunction has been used here to connect two sentences, and the first sentence has been used in past perfect continuous tense and second was used in past indefinite tense. Let's see exercise of assignment. He had forgotten my name, so I reminded him. First incident took place and after that second. After he had finished his studies, he lived in England for 2 years. First incidents and then second. The artist had finished the painting at exactly 3 o'clock. Point of exact time here. The fire had already destroyed much of the building when the firemen arrived. When is conjunction? When we used with conjunction, first sentence should be in past perfect and second one should be in past indefinite. She had been studying French for 2 years when she went to Paris. Here also you can understand when is conjunction, and before that had been studying means past perfect tense, past perfect continuous tense has been used, and the second one is past indefinite tense. Next is he had taken 2 degrees when he was in England. So here conjunction when is used. First sentence is past perfect and second was it past indefinite. Was is second form of the verb, not past continuous tense. The shop had sold all the bread by that time. Here time has been mentioned, by that time. I got there. I got there means I reached there. She had qualified as a nurse and then got married. I had been wearing the jacket for a year when somebody stole it. Same condition. She had been cooking the meal for over an hour when we arrived at the house. The same conditions are here. Now we are to study future tense according to our syllabus. So the simple future tense, the structure is subject, will, shall, verb, object. You know well this, but I shall and I will indicating future tense and used to denote time, intention, act of will, determination and promise. I shall go tomorrow, I will go tomorrow. Both are correct but in different sense. In the first example, shall has a reference to future time or to a future intention expressed without determination. In the second example, will shows the determination. Means I shall go tomorrow, that is showing future. But if I say I will go tomorrow, it means I will definitely go tomorrow. Here that is a determination. That is the difference. So I have written here both are correct but in different sense. The future tense can be expressed by going to plus infinitive if there is the idea of intention or certainty. Means if there is idea of intention, if you have any intention or the point is certain, then we should use going to plus infinitive. That will work like future tense. Like we are going to have dinner at 8 o'clock today. At 8 o'clock, that is a certain time. That's why we have used we are going to have. He is going to leave for London next Sunday. Next Sunday here a certain time, that's why we have used going to leave. Okay, the next use of this future idea is also conveyed by such verbs as are to, indexing, want, promise. Means these such verbs are also used in this, like he intends to buy a pen. He has such intention. I promise to return the book. Do you want to buy a pen? He is to do as he is told. Means if such verbs are used, these works like future tense. Next thing we are learning here, the future continuous tense. So what is the structure of future continuous tense? Written here, subject, will be, shall be, verb first, ing, object. That is the structure. This tense is used for an activity or a state which begins before and continues after a point of future time. Like he will be flying across the Sahara at 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. Means the activity or a state which begins before and continues after a point of future time. You are to understand this thing. Here the future simple tense would not be suitable tense because the flight will obviously last longer than an instant. It will begin before and continue after 2 o'clock. The future continuous tense can also be used to indicate that an activity or state will be going on over a period of future time. Means any incident or anything can be continue for future, like I shall be working in the laboratory tomorrow morning, means that will work or work will go on in next time also. My sister will be studying at the university next year tomorrow morning, means there should be future expressing words, only then you should use this tense. Next, the future continuous tense can be used instead of the present continuous tense to show that an event has been definitely planned for the future. Like, he will be joining Delhi University in July this year. So, in July this year, that is a future showing word. That's why will be joining future continuous tense has been used. Now, let's see the assignments exercises here. I am going to read a book tonight. Tonight is a definite time, that's why we can use here going to plus infinitive. The sun is going to rise at 5:30 tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning is a definite time, that's why we can use here going to plus infinitive. It is very cloudy and I am sure it is going to rain. It is very cloudy, that is definite, that's why we can use going to plus infinitive above. I shall stay in the town for a month. It is an intention, that's why we have used future tense. The president is going to give a speech tonight. Tonight is definite time, that's why we have used going to plus infinitive above. The train will arrive in 15 minutes. 15 minutes showing future time but not a definite time, that's why we used future tense. Tomorrow will be the last day of the month. Same thing, the gardener will water the lawn if we tell him. Yesterday or day before yesterday I had explained you that if clause if is used, then we don't use will or shall with it, but it works like future tense. That's why we have used here the gardener will water. He's going to clean his room this evening. This evening is the definite time of and showing future tense. She will give you change if you ask her. If clause, you know well, just I have explained. Now we are to study the future perfect continuous tense. The structure is here. This tense indicates an action that will be in progress at around a time in the future. So the work should be in progress in future. He will have been typing for 2 hours when someone rang the bell. Do not call your grandfather, he will be having dinner. These are simple things here he mentioned. Was mentioned the future perfect tense. So the structure, you know, this tense indicates that something will be finished by a particular time in the future. By the way, time will be given here, definite time or indefinite time also can be given, but showing future time, future expressing words. By 10 o'clock you will have completed your assignment. I promise I shall have finished all the work in an hour. So in an hour or by 10 o'clock, by tomorrow, by next year, such words will be used in this future perfect tense. Now the assignment, whatever we have studied up to now, we are to fill here, put the verbs into suitable tense. So they had drunk coffee when I arrived. Two incidents first took place and then after second, so we have used past perfect and then past indefinite. When you arrive means when you will arrive, but will not used in conditional sentences. So you will have traveled for 2 days, that's why we have used future tense. After I had washed the car, I put it in the garage. So after that past perfect tense and then past indefinite, actually put it in second form. She often plays tennis. Often bird, often is such adverb as well as such timing word which can be used in either present indefinite or past indefinite tense. While he was reading, the milk boiled over. Means one incident and after the second incident took place. He will have been working in Kolkata for 3 years now. Means the work was beginning before and continued up to now. Ravi thinks he has lost his watch on the road. Means he has lost somewhere else. You will stay here until you apologize. So you can understand until, when, unless, as soon as, such conjunctions are used, but after that we shouldn't use will or shall, and shows future tense. So here until you will apologize, you will stay here. I had seen them on the platform before they left. Before, after such conjunctions we used here first past perfect tense and after that past perfect tense. Next year we going to Paris. Next year, just before some time we have studied this thing, that future continuous tense can be used in place of present continuous tense with future expressing words. The next thing we are to learn, like, when the war broke out, Mr. Bhatnagar had been working as a teacher for 20 years. My brother has recently entered the university. Recently, lately, yesterday we have read these things. Since 1900, science has progressed rapidly. Time, definite time has been given. His opinion doesn't matter, present indefinite or simple present tense. Although the event happened 30 years ago, he still recalls it clearly. So that is showing present indefinite tense, simple present tense. You should understand these things. I have given some conjunctions and their uses. You can understand here that how can we use these conjunctions if these conjunctions are given in any sentence. You should read them well also. Okay, so we have finished this chapter. Still you have any query, then you should ask. Okay, bye.